Hi everyone, I'm Stefanie Marrone. I'm so excited to be doing a free webinar on December 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Paula Edgar, Melanie Lippman, and Wendy Bernero. It is about building your personal brand both virtually and in person. And we did this webinar as a live in-person program at the Legal Marketing Association Northeast Conference a few weeks ago, and we wanted to bring it to a wider audience, and it's also part of our own personal branding. So we really want to share the things that we've done and help others. So let me take you a little bit through the program. Okay, so Wendy Bernero is a Chief Strategy and Chief Marketing Officer. She's been in the industry for more than 30 years, and she is brilliant. She's my mentor, and she's going to talk about how she's built her brand being an introvert and using different methods. And I think you'll really enjoy what she has to say. Paula Edgar will also be here. Many of you know Paula. Paula is a personal branding and diversity consultant. She works with many law firms, and she is a former lawyer. She has a lot to say about personal branding and how she's used acts of service to help her with this. Melanie Lippman is an image coach and a wardrobe stylist. She works with lawyers and other professional women on how to make sure your clothes align with who you are and what you want to be. And she'll talk to us about how important that is and how that really can affect our personal brand. And then there's me. I am Stefanie Marrone. I am a 20-plus year veteran in the legal marketing industry, and I will talk about how I have built my brand using LinkedIn, using other social media, using email marketing, and speaking engagements and writing. So I will also talk about how I built my brand despite being in-house as a marketer and some of the challenges there and opportunities there. It's really important to remember that no matter what your job is, you don't even need to be looking for a job. You have a personal brand. Everyone's looking at us online every single day, so we might as well make our brand work well for us and take advantage of in-person opportunities as well as we go back to in-person conferences and networking, etc. And it really is important to make sure that you're having the most positive impact for people to potentially hire you, refer work to you, ask you to be on a board or serve on a committee. A lot of opportunities, but every single thing about us is an amalgamation that adds to our personal brand. So it's so important to focus on this. By the way, I should mention that QR code you see on every page, that is how you can register for the program, and also you can register in the comments here, but that's one of my favorite tips, and you'll learn all about how to do that. So we'll talk about what is a personal brand and how to cultivate and continue to build it at different stages of your career. We'll talk about how we built our brands and businesses. And for some of us, it was an accident because we didn't know we were actually going to have businesses. So we'll talk about the strategies that we've used through the years. We'll also talk about how we position ourselves as leaders in our fields without seeming boastful. One of the worst things you can do is do those I'm honored and humbled posts and really sound a little full of yourself. So we will talk about actually how not to do that. We'll also talk about how to build your brand when you work for a company. This was, again, a challenge for me, and how to promote yourself in a way that is authentic to you and won't jeopardize your job. We'll also speak about how the messages of what we wear align with our values and our goals. And we'll talk about how do we find the time to build our own brands when we have tons of stuff already on our plate. It's not easy, but you have to make the time for it. And then we all hear that inner critic, and we will talk about how we deal with it. It is not easy to put yourself out there. We'll also talk about my favorite topic, which is how we've used or not used social media to build our brands. And we'll talk about the sort of, our career journeys. And we won't go this far back, but here's a look at us when we were kids. You will also be getting homework to do. It's up to you if you do it or not, but I do hope you will. And so I really hope you join us on December 14th for this free webinar on building your brand in person and virtually. Reach out to me if you have any questions about it.